This is Clarity Empress, the Empress of Clarity, here to do a collective energy reading for my Clarity Empress Collective. I hope everybody is doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section and let me know if the reading resonates with you. Hope everybody is doing well. Make sure when you subscribe, you ring that bell. That way you're notified every time I come on. And let there be light. All right. Gonna be a quickie dinky tonight. Cause your girl is tired. I almost didn't get on, but I got a quick second win. It's not gonna be long at all. Good morning. Good evening, Carmen. How are you? Peace. Y'all got a quick second win. Your girl is tired, but I had to go do something. Then I was like, well, I'm up. I might as well. But I got like a very low battery life, so I can't be on long. And my download was, you know what I'm saying? Do not lower your standards for this person or anybody for that matter. Don't lower your standards. The Spirit said you got your standards for a reason. Don't be tempted to lower them to accommodate anybody. I don't give a fuck who they are. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What they need to know. What they need to be aware of. What they need to know. How was your day? Hope it was well. We got over hump day. Tomorrow's Thursday. Today we did some knee surgeries. And what else we did? Knee surgery and brain surgery. Pretty fun. Yeah, it's been a long day too. All right. Like I said, thank you for coming to the channel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What do they need to know? Ooh, look at that. What did I say? Do not be tempted to lower your standard for anybody. Let me just, so you all can see the shuffle. Don't be tempted to lower your standards for anybody. You single, sexy. Exactly. Don't lower your standards for anybody. Do you have a jealous? You may have an enemy. Somebody who is just, they seen your glow up, trying to get like you. Could be wanting a destiny swap with you. But what's for you is for you. And it's not going to be successful. You ever have somebody in your life, it could be a coworker, a friend, even a family member that just covets what you have. Even if what you have is not a lot. You know what I'm saying? In a sense of, like it happened to us before. It was a couple that the wife was, she had a very jealous tendency. But they had more than us. They had multiple houses. They didn't have businesses, but they had multiple houses. I think the husband was well, they were both ex-military. Um, Good investments. Like she was a stay-at-home mom. She could work if she wanted to. She had no stress. She could live a soft life. For some reason, she was jealous of us, who we didn't have all those things. We had a home. We were grateful for that. We had a child. We were grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? We had transportation, couldn't get to and from. Like, we had the bare necessities, but somehow she found a reason to be jealous. So you don't have to be a multi-millionaire. It's not about money with people that find you jealous. Hey, what's up, Michelle? It's not always about money that people find a reason. People can be just jealous of your light. They just want your energy. They want what people see in you, and that's not possible. It does any even if they thought they could achieve that, it won't last. They wearing a mask. Tell me more. Either they got it or they don't. Yeah, priestess. Spirit said you the hard part is you already know. The hard part for you is that damn, I could see this. You know, sometimes common sense has you seeing things, and then an uncommon sense has you knowing things, right? And it feels like a blessing and a curse at the same time to just know how people, you can't be oblivious. You can't just enjoy things just for the sake of enjoyment when you know and you can see and you feel how people get down. You don't know? Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, and you have high honor and respect. Spirit said, ah, you know, listen, that person just gonna have to be jealous of you, whomever they are. They see they have honor and respect for you to a certain degree. Still jealous, but can't treat you a certain way. So don't be tempted to lower your standards. Don't get off of your, I don't mean pedestal like you fronting for anything, but just if you have high standards, if you have good integrity, if you have more morality, like all of those good things, good nature, good character, don't be tempted to try to identify with somebody or lower yourself to make anybody else feel comfortable. Yep, and you're a manifester, master manifester. Yeah, this is a second wind type of night because I was ready to turn over my damn self. I was ready to go down. Ooh, money. So you got actual money coming to you. I gotta leave that there. You got actual money coming to you. Tell me more. Or this person is also jealous, thinking that you have actual money when you're just. Some people have a knack for saving, a knack for getting the deal, a knack for being in the right place at the right time. For others, that equates to, oh, you just got money and privilege. Nope. Is you might have spiritual privilege, but you're taken care of. Yeah. They be thinking you doing something to get all the change. They don't understand that you be praying. You see this manifestation right here? That's what you do. You pray to the most high. You pray, you talk to your ancestors. That's what you do. And this person thinks, oh yeah, she over there trying to, he or she is over there being magical. Yeah, you are. If they understood magic, they would realize there's nothing you do wrong to manifest what you have. Sometimes it's just hard work. Sometimes it involves taking a class, getting a certificate, starting a business, taking a chance on yourself. Tell me more. Wow, this is some beautiful energy. And you got faith in yourself. Not only do you have faith in spirit and you know how to call on spirit, but you also have this faith in yourself, this belief that whatever is supposed to be for you is for you. And this jealous individual or people, because I don't know, could be multiple sources of that, they can't stop your flow because you got actual money. What's going on, Michelle? How you been? More. Oh, the jealous person is blocked in your energy. So you might not have been feeling this, but you know it. You may not have been feeling this, but you know it. You know how you could just feel. I felt people in my energy before, and when I asked spirit, like, where is this coming from? And a person's name might roll across me, but there's nothing they're doing. I don't care how much they think about me or feel about me. Could be jealous or envious, whatever it is, that emotion that they carry about me is not stopping my progress. It may look like that to them. They may wish it, hoping, whatever. It's not going to stop anything. Everybody don't know everything in a person's life. So they don't have any idea. They can focus on the one thing they can see, but they can't know. They don't know. They blocked. Tell me about priestess spirit. Oh boy. So somebody might have a jealous twin flame. The twin flame card is here. So that indicates third party is probably the one that's jealous and hating, or your twin flame is. Take it how it resonates. North Node. Yeah, but it don't matter who it is in your life. It really don't. You are focused on where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be doing. This person is not stopping your flow. That's the problem that they're having. Nothing they're doing is slowing you down, stopping you. They're hopeful it does. Maybe they want to play catch up with you. Maybe they're the ones that want you to lower your standards. But no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And they can't steal your shine and they can't stop your flow. Oh well. Tell me about this actual money spirit. Hmm. I heard meant to be and new beginnings. Oh. So somebody is telling stories. Somebody is trying to gossip about you. Trying to spread lies and rumors because they like I said, whoever this person is jealous over what you got. They rather, since they can't get to you, then they would get to people around you. So this is a type of person that would set up a flying monkey by telling people a lie, to trying to get people to believe you are a certain way versus than what you really are. Okay. And that doesn't really, it doesn't really, it's still not, it's like how we used to say back in the day, the way water rolls off a duck's back type thing. It's not gonna change anything for you. It- Even the people that they're telling a false narrative to might be shocked and amazed by what they're hearing, but 9 times out of 10 they don't even believe it. It's just water off a duck's back, y'all. Tell me more. Somebody is childish. And we got 1111 here with actual money, and the child has 11 on his shirt. Somebody's very childish. Somebody is childish enough that they feel left out. They feel harmed. This is a child. So this jealous person is a child that has childhood trauma that is unresolved. I don't get that typical new beginning. I get a little delusion energy. I get that there's an ending for somebody who is very childish. I feel like even the false narrative they tried to spin only spun back on them. This person is very ignorant. It's their energy that you feel sometimes, but you're surrounded by spirit. The fact that you pray to protect yourself. You pray to manifest your blessings. You pray for your path to be open. You've been praying, okay? That's hard to combat anybody that's praying on their own behalf. That protection. And I'm gonna tell y'all something too. When people say things like pray for your enemies, like this jealous person in your life, pray for your enemies. I always thought that was weird. I just said, like people would say that, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I haven't elevated in spirit enough. That just don't feel right to me. Why would I be praying for somebody who's wishing me harm? Praying for them how? And my spirit guides told me, said they don't do that, don't do that. And I said, really? They said, yeah, don't do that. You ain't missing out on those spiritual blessings by doing that. You're not. Don't do that. And what I got redirected to was pray for yourself, pray for your protection, pray for your blessings. Spend your energy on you, not on somebody negative and jealous. Let them pray for themselves. That's not your job and or responsibility. Now, if you want to pray them away, pray they be distracted, pray they leave you alone, pray that. But don't be praying to uplift and bless them and make them have this and that. That's not your job. Tell me more, Spirit. Pray for yourself and your blessings and your protection. Yeah, and this person is obsessed with you. Oh, here we go. So the person that's obsessed with you is obsessed because you're unbothered by them. You're not affected by their jealousy. They over there crying in their trauma, and you're not rescuing them. You're not supporting them. You're not giving them money. I don't know what it is that they want from you: time, attention, affection, money, all the things. They want it, but they're obsessed with you because you're good. They're not. So whoever this is not good right now. Okay? Your twin flame, if that's who they are, they're not good. And they're obsessed. They can't get you off their mind. But again, I feel like this person wants to establish control or re-establish what they believe is control. Some people think they have control over you when in fact they really don't. They don't. Some people take your kindness as a form of weakness that they can manipulate, and until they can't. So the thing is, it's never that they had any kind of control. Some people do, some people don't. But for the most part, it's never really about control when you have good self worth, right? And I say that this individual from my collective, y'all have good self worth. So this person thought by you showing them unconditional love and kindness, giving them any time or attention, somehow they had control. This person wants to reestablish that control. They're obsessed with what you got going on. Be careful with that person. Tell me more. What about this twin flame? This twin flame has conflict. You know about it because the high priestess energy is here. So whatever they got going on, you already know. Spirit said, and you know that that's what's binding them away from you, which is a good thing because this person would bring chaos into your life, trying to control you with their emotions, with their emotional ups and their downs and their chaotic in and out energy. This person would want you to be at their beck and call, you to be comforting them, you to be listening to them cry about whatever shit they won't get themselves out of, type shit. You know what I'm saying? This person wants to establish this push and pull with you. Also, if they're avoidant, then this person wants to be able to come and be in your life when they want to be because they feel this is somebody as a child would think like they would have hyper independence, and they would also feel like loving them is smothering them. So that's a form of control that they want to be able to manipulate. So, and how they would do that is they be in your life when they wanted to be and then not when they didn't want to be, right? This is somebody you go out on a date with, everything's cool. Matter of fact, y'all could be going good for a couple weeks and then poof, they're gone. They don't call all day. The next day, you don't hear from them. Y'all went out on Sunday and you don't hear from them until late Saturday evening. And it's like, well, where the fuck you been? You know what I'm saying? And why would you do that? They don't have no explanation. They just shut it off. Why? Because they started to feel something they didn't want to feel. So they had to gain control by adding some silence to this relationship. Okay? This person is in conflict with themselves, though. And you having a secure attachment, if you do, right? Everybody's attachment is different. But if you have a secure attachment, 9 times out of 10, you ain't going to tolerate that much longer. You will understand it, but it won't control you. Tell me more. Your pathway. You have a high honor, actual money, and a pathway. You have goals. You have dreams. You have desires. You have a purpose, and you're set on your path. This person, I can't. I feel like they just set on you. Honestly, they just set on you. You have faith in yourself. You have faith in the Most High, and this person is set on you. Yeah, and they have abandonment issues. And that is not from you. That is from this childhood energy, whatever childhood trauma, what do you call it, complex PTSD, right? So this person got issues that came before you that have nothing to do with you. Now, if this person blames you in any way, that's them projecting. If somehow you not being around is impacting their life, again, projection. This person has unresolved issues that they have not dealt with. And to say that you are the cause, the reason, or whatever, and this is like a twin flame situation, then that's just them projecting. That means that's a lot of healing they still have to do. Yeah, abused. This person was very much abused. Bottom of the deck. So, mm, 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 mm. Sometimes, sometimes we get people in our lives that we resonate on some level. Maybe you had childhood trauma. Maybe you were abused. Maybe you had abandonment issues at one point in time. In some way. Maybe not the same way. Maybe you guys mirrored each other at some point in time. Twin flames, that's what we tend to do, right? However, it seems as if you chose to focus on yourself because here was single, sexy, and successful. All the faith and the manifestation I see here, the high honor, the high priestess, the money, the pathway. You have chosen to focus on yourself. But whoever this person is wants to focus on you and you to focus on them. This person is obsessed with you and they want to gain control. They want control over this relationship. So, whatever you used to do initially, they want you to still be doing. So, if it looks like you're chasing them, they want you to still chase. You know what I'm saying? If you are a fixer, because some of us are. We're fixers. We want to fix our relationships, our friendships. We want to support people. We want to see them happy. So we do whatever we can on their behalf to see that that happens, right? And a lot of times it appears, or it is actually what it is, we're putting our other people before us when we really shouldn't. It's not that we shouldn't help others, no, but it's when you put somebody before you, like you make so many sacrifices on their behalf, but yet they don't do that for you, right? So you got to go within what's in your sphere of control. You, you can't change this person. You can't fix this person. You can love them, but your love is limited to a degree, to what you can also stomach from this person. That's why Spirit is saying, do not be tempted to lower your standards, especially just to keep this person in your life. We here to learn detachment, but we're also detachment and boundaries, But we're really here to learn self-love. That comes with that detachment and boundaries. Why? Right? Because you're in this skin suit. You're not in that other person's skin suit. You're not in anybody else's skin suit. You are in yours. You are a soul, a spirit living in a physical body. You're here to experience the human experience in multiple ways. And when somebody is hindering that, or some connection is not working toward that goal of really having a true and enriched and vibrant, loving human experience, you got to learn when to cut that off. Trees know how to drop them leaves to survive during the winter. We have to drop those fair weather people. You know what I'm saying? Them people that ain't meant to be there long, or don't put in the work to stay on, or they could be draining you in some kind of way. You're supposed to focus on yourself. And that's not selfish. It's self-preservation. Somebody, whoever is in this jealous energy, this obsessive, conflictual energy is blocked. Spirit has blocked them. You said that you wanted progress in your life. And Spirit said, okay, check. And then they went to work. And part of that work was block, 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 block. What you didn't even have that in your mind for some things. For some things. You just didn't have any, wasn't even worried about it. Don't some of the things that spirit is blocked from you, you not even aware that spirit blocked it. You may find out some point in time. You got high priestess energy. Spirit reveals it all to you and you listen. So let me tell you, I was planning a trip to take these kids to Philadelphia, right? And I normally have my trips booked back in like May at the latest, usually April. Booked, either prepaid or just on the books, right? Scheduled, ready to go. But I was like, I don't want to do it the traditional way I've been doing it. I don't want the regular bus, but I do want to comply with state law. How am I going to do this? What is going to be my resource, right? So I was thinking, and I started reaching out. This company would not call me back. I tend to call them at the end of the day when I remember, but they still have yet to call me back. So I'm like, all right, I don't know. Spoke to somebody who is a driver who has the right credentials, who can do the job if I have the right vehicles, and I'm thinking, that's a possibility. We can make it happen. We can even do it on the weekend. I'm just thinking outside the box now. And then I got to talking to a parent. I was like, yeah, we're going on a trip. And I said, oh, shit. We can't go to Philadelphia, y'all. We can't go. We can't go because Philadelphia is full of trash right now. And even if there's parts that aren't, I don't want to even put ourselves in that position based on the arguments and the fights that is happening with City Hall and the rest of the community. So Spirit was blocking me in a way that I was starting to get really frustrated about. But I kept saying, I don't want to go against the flow. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. I got to find another way. I got to find another way. And it was just getting blocked. And it can't be resolved until it's resolved. Like they got a tentative agreement as of today, but there's still a lot of stuff that they got to pick up and clean up. I'm not subjugating ourselves to that. Not gonna put ourselves in it. It need to be clear. So now my trip got to be pushed back until it's right, until it makes sense. So people who there are folks that may be blocked in your energy. There may be opportunities you feel like you should have, but you don't know why you don't have it. Um, there's a lot that could be happening behind the scenes. Spirit does reveal it all eventually. And you are, with your manifestation, you are praying. Spirit said you are listening to your intuition, high priestess energy. It might be a challenge with what you find out through your intuition, but it's something you have to honor. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long they think that trash can sit, but they worked out something tentative today. It's been since July 1st. That whole city is trash right now. And I'm thinking, how in the world am I going to be able to bring them children to that particular location and not have to deal with that? I just don't see it. I don't want to take the risk. So it's got things got to get cleaned up. You know, things have to listen. I can't. What's the word? What I say? I can't lower my standards. I can't lower my standards just to make that trip happen on a day I wanted it to happen. Like it's not gonna make sense. It's not fair to the kids, not fair to me. No, no, no. And we can wait till things straighten out. So don't Spirit said that's another download. You got to not necessarily wait on anybody, but until they can work out their trash, their chaos, their abuse, their whatever they got going on that they're projecting onto you, until they can work that out for themselves, they can't come near you. Spirit got them so blocked, whether it's an emotional block, a mental block, or even a physical block, right? Could be a financial block where they just, they phone, every time they get ready to think about you, their phone is off. Like, damn, I wanted to call the collective, but they can't. Spirit's like blocked. Or some and the Wi-Fi ain't working, or the whatever, or they just don't have the courage to speak to you. Spirit is gonna make sure that they're blocked until they got their shit together and they right. Spirit don't want you lowering your standards for anybody. Twin flame, soulmate, or it don't matter what they are in your life. If they come into play in your energy, okay, they don't get to play. Spirit said, no, you don't get to play. Yup, they don't get to play in your energy. Give me one more on this with this deck, and then I'm gonna do some tea leaf, and we out. Your ancestors is all over this. Wow, wow. And the bottom of the deck, I was just pulling one more. Oops, sorry, my mic is dropping into my chest. But what I was going to show you is that the earth angel spirit is protecting you. You are an earth angel. You are meant to be protected. Even when you think you're not, spirit is looking out for you. Even when you don't know what it is out there that's lurking, spirit is looking out for you. Your ancestors are looking out for you. Spirit said they wanted their presence to be felt to let you know, oh no, we got your back. Don't even worry about it. They're not able, they don't have the heart, the courage, the common sense. Hell, they may not have your number no more to come towards you. They may not know how to get in touch with you. They may be obsessing over you in some kind of way, whether they can see you, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's social media, whether they know people that know you, because there's false narrative here. So there's a lot of lying been said. Don't know if that's them or their third party, but somebody lying about something. Yeah. That's because you are. That earth angel, she recognized it. Mm-hmm. Tell me more, spirit. Our children know when we're earth angels. They also know when we're sewer maidens and pieces of trash. And when they call you what you are, you better honor that. It's whoever this person is, they got you in high honor. Your person. Your person has you in high honor. Someone will try to make you do something. Didn't I say this person wants control? This person here wants control. Okay? this jealous individual. They want control of your emotions. They want to make you do something against your will. They want you to lower your standard, lower your guard, so they can no longer. This person wants you to make them feel comfortable enough to come through with their BS. So if this is somebody you asked to change something because you couldn't do it anymore or whatever, like you say you set a boundary with them, right? You put your foot down and say, listen, I'm not fucking with you because this, that, and the third is happening. And if you can't stop this, that, and the third from happening, or you don't do this, this, and that to prevent it, I can't be bothered, right? This person would want you to lower your standards so that they could come through and keep doing what they've been doing. Okay, this is the type of person that just is their way or the highway. Unsettled times need to plan ahead. No, they need to plan ahead. You got your path laid out because you know who you are. This person is unsettled. That's why they're in the obsessive energy. And this person wants to be able to actually come to you in an unplanned way, maybe spontaneously or just carelessly and recklessly. But they want to come towards you in some foolishness. I mean, yeah, great passion. I feel like this is your great passion for life. I do. I feel like this is you when you honor yourself. You have passion for your life. You have goals, dreams. You have an action plan, which is a lot of things that people do not have. It's action plans. Like people talk a good one. And you know what I learned? Life was different for me before. It wasn't aimless, right? I still went for the flow toward my dreams and my goals, but things feel smoother when you have a checklist, when you have a process of doing things. Not I'm going to do this particular thing and then that, and then I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do all these things, but you don't have a plan to execute those things. Some things require other things. You don't know, you haven't laid out what's required. You just, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And life needs a little bit more planning so that you can pursue your passion. Let me go with the mic flipping. I need some boobs to keep this sucker up. I ain't got none. Hold on, y'all. The little clip don't work no more. All right, let's see if that'll stay. But again, this person's in conflict with themselves over this union that they have with you or this connection that they have with you. Danger, especially in money matters. Okay. Okay, so I feel like your person, they got money troubles. They could be dealing with a loan shark, you know what I'm saying? Or they could be dealing with the courts. Basically the same shit. But I feel like somebody owes some type of serious money that could put them in harm's way. So it could either get them hurt or put them in jail. Ooh, doing something risky and taking a chance. I feel like this is what this person wants to do. But this is what spirit is blocking from you. If they want to come to you in a risky manner, your ancestors are already all over that. I feel like you got like an ancestor type of bubble over you or umbrella, something that like a protective covering that does not allow the foolishness in. That's why I keep getting that. There's obsession over you, there's thoughts of you, there's all this energy that surrounds you, even a false narrative, but it's not penetrating you. And whatever you got going on, it's not impacting you the way somebody would like it to. Yeah, because your success is assured with good plans and hard work. What did I say? You work towards your goals with your plans. You know what I'm saying? Either well written out, well thought out. You know what your resources are. You know your timelines. You know what you came to do. This person, on the other hand, not so much. This person's like, I'm gonna be this person. I'm going to do that one day. I'm going to do, mm, and they can't get right because they got chaos and conflict in their life. Tell me more. Ooh, this fell. Oh boy, what's that say? Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Again, do not be tempted to lower your standards for whomever this is. This person will want to, if they could even bully you. It could be emotional bullying too. Like this person could have learned some emotional manipulation and is trying it on you. And if that's the case, I'm fiddling with the microphone again. Sorry, y'all, because it just keep falling. They could be thinking, I'll guilt the collective into not abandoning me. You know what I'm saying? Because I got abandonment issues. I'll guilt the collective into, you know what I'm saying, about to say having a reconciliation, resolution, all kind of words was coming to mind. They want a resolution with you, or they want a reconciliation with you, but they kind of would be willing to bully you into it by like putting like extreme emotional pressure on you. Spirit says it's not gonna work even if they do it, but it's kind of like they wanna put the pressure on you to feel bad for them, or like to accommodate them in some way when they're not willing or able or focused on giving that back to you. Because you know why? This person feels like you got it, so why should they give you anything? This type of person would be with a in a save a whole situation before they would deal with somebody healthy. Tell me more. Yeah, beware of self delusion. And I feel like the self delusion is with this person. This person got a lot of the Lulu energy here. With the wanting to control you, being jealous, being obsessive, they got a lot of Delulu energy. And to think that they can control you in some way is just bananas to me because I know you effing lying. Yo, this person think they can control you in some way. So this person is very delusional. I wouldn't doubt that you're dealing with a narcissistic person full of grandiose ideas about what they are, who give a fuck about them, who don't. This person's self-loathes, always the perpetual victim when they probably are the instigator of their problems. Period. Frustration, lesson to be learned. Well, that's what this conflict is. This person is learning their lessons. They're being sat down. They're being blocked. They're being pulled apart, pulled away from you. They don't get to have you. They don't get to be in your life right now. This person, okay, is being made to sit with their shit. If this person, by any means, by any stretch of the imagination, thought that they would be able to have a reconciliation with you and dictate how your life should go, they couldn't be wrong. More wrong, rather. Wronger. They couldn't. They don't understand your self worth, how it's set up. They don't understand your strength. They don't understand how your ancestors and your spirit guides do not play about you. And with that being said, Your spirit guides stay in your ear like, don't get impressed with that. Do not fall for the monkey in the tailpipe. Don't sit there and let this person say these things to you, knowing that they lying. They lying again. They lying again. So your ancestors been in your ear buzzing like, don't get your feelings hurt. Don't believe the bull. And you're listening, taking heed. From what I heard, the spirit saying bravo, because you are coming from a healthier mindset than either them or that in the past for you. You're not behaving like you used to, which is what this person would want you to be doing. It's changing the dynamics of this relationship and allowing you to love yourself more. And it's also allowing you to see them for who they are. You know, maybe they're not narcissistic, but maybe they have narcissistic tendencies. Maybe they have really bad habits. Maybe have very destructive, self-destructive habits that if you let them in your life, that it will impact you. Tell me more, Spirit. Yep. And then you got gossip here. Someone will gossip about your secrets or what they think is your secret. Remember, they don't know it all. Listen, whoever this person is, keep them out of your life. Even this is a twin flame, this is not somebody, I'm not sure you should ever take them back. To be honest with you, I don't. They don't seem like they are worth a chance. Um, this person opens their mouth and that's all it is a lie. This person cannot be honest. They don't have. It's not in them. It's not in them. This person is a very hateful, spiteful, vindictive kind of energy too. Like it's not giving that, but it's giving that. You gotta beware. They wanna coerce you into something, but they want the level of control. Oh, they too much concerned with actual matters. So this person could be a hoe. Excuse me, a hoe, a 304. They could be heavily in the streets or constantly looking for somebody to replace you with and can't find it because they're looking for people actually. They're not looking for good people. They're looking for somebody who like you, look like you, feel like you. They can't find you though. This person, this is why the twin flame energy is here, because this person is really trying to settle something, like trying to balance out their life. See the scales of justice is here. They're trying to find balance in their life, trying to find you, trying to start getting back to basics, going out there looking for somebody that looks like you. That's where they're going to begin. And that's also where they end. Because they can't have you. They can't have you and they can't have nobody like you. They is because there's no carbon copies and there's no duplicates. Unless you're a twin, quadruplet, or whatever else, there's no one else like you in their life. Tell me more. But Spirit said it will not always be this way. A change is coming for you. This person is going to change too, because that's the lack of you in their life is going to put them through a change. Yep, getting together with friends, keep going, go work out your plans with your friends. This person, they're on their own. Spirit said they're gonna have to figure it out, and they're gonna have to figure it out without you. Um, don't lower your standards to be around this person. Don't let them talk a good one back into your life or into your life. Um, yeah, hold your station. Be 10 toes down with how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Don't fold for them. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for an opportunity to bend you at their will. To see if you're at the point in time where you're gonna listen to them and take their word for something serious. No, I don't think so. I think this person got too much chaos and conflict going on. Frustration. Hell, they will meet justice in some way. They're out there 304. They still got lessons to be learned. And Spirit saying that if they got lessons to be learned, that Spirit is not done with them. I think I told y'all that last night. They not done with them. They still got to get that ass whooped a little bit more. Tower could have fell already. Death card could have arrived. There's still layers to peel back. This person still got a ways to go. If they were to come back to you, excuse me, now they'll be coming back unhealed. If they're coming back to you in the near future, they'll be coming back without finishing up them lessons. It's going to take them some time, y'all. There's not somebody that's going to come back into your life anytime soon on some real shit. Okay, even if they do come back in your life, 9 times out of 10, they've experienced something, but doesn't mean it's fully processed, sunk in, and has changed their ways. So look out for that part. Find the actions that show that they changed their ways, that they really can appreciate you in their life. All right. So anyway, take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, don't take it. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that bell so you are notified every time I come on. And I appreciate y'all coming. In the meantime, I'm going to bid y'all adieu. Have a good night. Peace.